Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris Stollings. You know me here on YouTube as MarauderEX, and as always, I'm your host for Operation Recap. Or I take some of the stories from OperaInfo.com, and I throw them here at YouTube because I have no life. This is what I do. So I've got two stories this week instead of my usual three. The first story is actually kind of neat. It's almost 30 years after its creation. People are still finding secrets for the original Super Mario Bros. For the NES. Now, this is a secret that I'm not entirely sure how it was found or why it was found, but it was found. It is a brand new infinite one-up glitch. And this won't actually benefit you if this is your first time playing the game or you've never actually beaten the game, because it does require you to beat the game before this glitch takes effect, because you need all of the enemies to be upgraded to the beetle enemies in order for it to work, so that they can stick around. But if you do this in a particular fashion, you cause a beanstalk to grow out of the dungeon in 1-1, and you can get infinite one-ups doing so. It's freaky. I have no idea who found this, like who spent the time to make this a thing. I don't know. It blows my mind. It's like, I really hope, 30, 40 years down the line, we are still finding new things out about some of these games. That would just be awesome. So, the second story for this week is going to be one that's going to draw a lot of attention and a lot of comments, because no one really knows how to feel about this at the moment. Capcom has issued a statement that they are ending their defense on being taken over, meaning they will allow another company to buy out majority shares and basically buy them. Capcom is open to a not-so-hostile takeover, and they have issued a statement that they will abide by any laws, regulations, and statutes that need to be adhered to, so they won't just let someone come in and buy everything unless it's, on the up and up. And there's been a lot of talk about this back and forth. I've seen a lot of people saying that they want Nintendo to do this, and I'm not entirely sure. I haven't heard if Nintendo is in the running for it or not, if they've announced it. But I keep thinking back to the Atlas being bought by Sega. When Atlas first went on the market for being acquired, over a dozen companies expressed interest and bid on Atlas before Sega ended up beating them out. So if there's no statement of who all is interested, I'd be a little concerned if, that's a thing. But I can't imagine too many companies not being interested in Capcom. I just wonder how many would actually be willing to fit the bill to have some sort of a takeover of Atlas or Capcom in that way, because I can't imagine it's going to be cheap by any stretch of the imagination. And while I would love to see Nintendo do it, because they do have a long history, I mean, Capcom kind of, got its amazing kick-ass start on Nintendo. All of the Mega Man titles and whatnot, they kind of made the NES. So I could see, there's a long-standing history between the two of them. But you also have other major players. You've got Sony, you've got Microsoft. They might be willing to pick it up, and just for the IP rights alone. Then you've got other smaller companies that are just third-party developers. You've got Square Enix. I don't know what Konami is doing these days. Maybe they could afford it. I don't know. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen, because Capcom's been kind of hurting lately, and a lot of it's their own fault, canceling projects like Mega Man Legends 3, blaming the fans, that sort of thing. So their money issues are directly related to their own fault. So I have no sympathy for that. But I do not want to see the company just kind of vanish into obscurity and their IPs just become non-existent. But, some of their IPs kind of are non-existent at the moment. So that's a thing. But hopefully someone will pick them up and do something with all of the games that we've come to know and love over the many, many years of our lives. Or at least some of us, many, many years of our lives. Anyway, I'm going to go. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Let me know what you think about the Capcom being bought. Who do you think would be a good fit? Who do you think would be a bad fit? And what would you like to see done with some of the IPs? So, yeah, let me know. Till then, later, everyone.